Hi everyone, my name is Tracy Altheide, and in this video I'm going to give you a list of all the useful, practical things that I think are worth adding to your shopping cart for this Prime Day sale. Now, before we get started, a quick disclaimer: I am an Amazon associate. However, all the items that I'm listing here I've either used personally or are in my household. So with that, let's get started. So here's the list that I've collected, and I know it looks a little boring, but I think these are all things that we might not think about when we think of Prime Day deals, but that we might benefit from. Okay, so the first item that we have are the Crest 3D Whitestrips Professional Effects. So I have bought these in the past, and I typically go for the generic version. But for this deal, I think that if you are interested in the original brand and it's on sale, this is the time to jump on it. It usually goes on sale, from my understanding, during the Prime Day specials. So take a look. It looks like right now it is 30% off. Plus, for some users, you might get a $7 coupon. Obviously, it varies with your user account. Some people are eligible for that. It just depends if it shows up. That's not something that's part of the Prime Day deal. It is only the 30% off. So the next item is the Oral-B IO Deep Cleaning Electric Powered Toothbrush. So powered toothbrushes are something that are now becoming more of a necessity, and so something to keep in mind is that if you don't want to spend the full amount for retail, but you still do need to upgrade your toothbrush, or you're finally going to make the switch from manual over to electric, this is the time to jump on it. And I've had nothing but good reviews with this powered toothbrush. The charger works really well. Now, I will say that I have the older version. So the charger, it looks a little bit different, but it's really easy. You just dock it and you take it off when it's done and it's charged, and it's pretty straightforward. There are also generic toothbrush heads that you can buy if you don't want to go with the original ones. I don't know if I noticed that much of a difference, but I still switch between those two. So this is a great sale. It's currently at 40% off at $59, $59.99. Okay, the next item are the Energizer Alkaline AA batteries. So these are the regular batteries, not rechargeable, but they are on pretty good sale. It's off for 33%, and it's currently at $13.29. And you're looking at, I don't know if it says how many you get in the pack, but I think it's a 32 count. So this is a lot of batteries for $14 roughly. This is a great time in case you have kids and they have a lot of toys that are electric, for any of your smaller appliances that you might use, any kind of remotes, small gadgets, you know the drill. We always need some batteries, and they're never to be found, and you gotta run to the store and get them. So this is your chance to save some money by buying them ahead of time before you need them. The next item is the Anker 313 wireless charging pad for your cell phone. So this is also a Prime Day deal. It is 15% off for under $12. I have normally used just the traditional USB-C cable to charge, but we ended up using this wireless charger pad, and I didn't think it was going to be a big deal, but honestly, it is so much easier to just put the phone on the desk or put it on the nightstand and just use it and just charge it, I should say. I really like the fact that it's that simple. I'm not trying to look and prod through I'm not trying to fidget through the phone at night when I'm tired. Another thing is that if your connection on your phone, where you normally put the power cord, if that is giving you a bit of trouble, this wireless charging pad circumvents that issue, because all you have to do is just place the phone on the pad instead of trying to deal with fidgeting with the cable and the connector area. So, and I will say that's originally why we got it. So that was to kind of solve that problem. All right, the next item is the Poo-Pourri 4-ounce spray bottle, specifically the sea salt scent. This is, it's not something that you think about normally, and it's a little almost embarrassing to add on this list, but I will tell you that ever since I started buying it years ago, it's been great. It just works, and I like it. And I know that there's a lot of dupes out there and generic versions, but this one is tried and true and proven, and it is on sale for 37% off. It is under $10, so you can try all the different scents if you like. I prefer this sea salt one. That's the one that I've kind of been sticking with, and it really works. So. Okay, the next item are the Dixie Ultra Heavy Duty Paper Plates. I don't normally buy paper plates that are this heavy duty, but I did buy them for my baby shower, and it was great. It was so simple to clean up. It was durable. They lasted a long time. They even lasted way after that. I haven't had any issues with them. Now, because I use paper plates during the week, but for very lightweight items, like maybe a frozen pizza slice, or I'm reheating something quickly, and I don't really need heavy duty plates. So what I would say is, for these types of plates, definitely get them if you're trying to do some kind of big event and you know that you're going to have a lot of heavy meals. I would encourage you to get them. These are great. Otherwise, you should check out the other plates that I have on the list. These are 20% off, and they are under $20. The next item is the Amazon Basics Dog Poop Leak-Proof Bags. All right. So if you have any kind of pet, obviously a dog, more than likely, you're going to love these. They're pretty simple to use, straightforward. You get a lot of bags in this purchase, plus a little traveling kit item. And one thing I was going to mention. And they just seem to work really well. There's really not much to say other than they work. Also, if you have a baby and you're traveling, instead of buying the really expensive baby diaper bags that are scented, you can also buy these. Now, I will say they do not cover the smell to the degree that the scented ones do. But if you're just doing a quick diaper change and you're going to be disposing of the diaper within a relative period, it's fine. The bags are fine. So yeah, this is a great purchase. Simple, 19% off, under $10. Oh, under $7. The following item is the Desitin Maximum Strength Diaper Rash Cream. Sometimes your infant or toddler gets a really bad diaper rash out of nowhere. It just wasn't their day. So this paste really works, or at least it's been really great for any kind of those more advanced rashes. So I didn't have to use like heavy rash creams or any kind of real creams only until in the last few months, and yeah, I'm very grateful that I was able to find this paste for my toddler. For the minor ones, for the minor rashes, I've been able to get away with the other one with the Desitin brand that I'm going to show you later on. So for this one, this is 19% off, and it is under $9. So I will say it's a little bit of a smaller tube than you traditionally buy the Rash cream. This is 2 ounces. So it's a little bit more on the pricier side, but it seems to work really well. So for the more advanced rashes. The next item is the Desitin Maximum Strength Diaper Rash Cream. Oh, I know it says maximum relief, but this is the one that I would use for like a regular rash, or maybe even a little bit of a medium rash. I'm not sure how to describe that, but I would say for like a rash that is a little bit more than a small one. So it is 31% off, and it is under $19. It's 16 ounces. That's a really good deal in my book, especially if this is the type of rash that you're going to use on a more frequent basis, or that you need it to last you for quite a while. So if you want a 16 ounce container that's more than likely going to last you a good 6 months plus, this is your chance to jump on that sale. The next item is the Amazon Basics Everyday Paper Plates. These are the basic everyday paper plates. You get 150 of them for under $11. It is currently 24% off. So remember that I mentioned that I was using the heavy plates for the event? Well, these are the plates that I switched to when I needed everyday plates, but I didn't need heavy duty. And honestly, they last quite a bit. Again, they're for lightweight items, don't need them that often, but they're at the ready when I do need them. So I think it's a good bargain for something that you're probably going to use in the kitchen every once in a while, or maybe weekly, depending on your schedule. The next item is the Glad Force Flex Tall Kitchen Drawstring Trash Bags. I think the name brand trash bags, for some reason, seem to just do a lot better than the generic ones. There's only one generic brand, it's a private brand, that I've used in the past that works really well. Otherwise, I just end up having to buy the brand name trash bags. They just work so much better than generic ones. The generic ones seem to get holes. They seem to get really heavy a lot faster. It's just harder. I don't know what it is, because it shouldn't be that difficult. They're trash bags. But yeah, these are the Glad Tall Kitchen Drawstring Bags. There's 110 of them. The traditional 13-gallon bag for the kitchen. It is under $18, and it's 23% off. Okay, and that was the list. I hope that you have found this helpful. If you are interested in any of these items, please feel free to use the links that are provided below. You're helping this mom make more videos. And if you have any questions on any of the items, please feel free to leave a comment below. I will do my best to answer the questions, and if not, direct you to the best place that can. That's it. That's all I've got. Thanks for watching. Bye. So if you're still watching till the end of this video, first of all, I really appreciate it. And my question for you is, would you like to see bloopers at the end of the videos on occasion, or would you prefer to see them all in one video? Okay, that's my cue. I gotta go. Bye.